and start streaming. Well, there we are. So I guess we're actually on now. Let's see if this works.
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home, when I'm
And we are live.
Yes,
As you
we
go
are.
dancing
Apparently
about there.
Yep.
As you go dancing about there. Hi, Pipe. We're on Discord.
And I can hear us, so we must be doing well.
Obviously, we're at ESD as well. We're in instance 21. If you'd like an invitation, please give a shout, and we're happy to send you an invite to join us. Not that it's that crowded today.
Now, the news for today.
Lots of news for today.
We got a lot of news since our last world broadcast. Here's some of it. First point. For those people who have Macs and you know somebody who has a Mac and they want to play STO, the Wine thing is not the Wine emulator is back and working with the DirectX. The problems are over. You can actually use that now to play STO on your Mac.
Have you got that link at hand that you could pop into the chat?
I can pop that into the chat. Give me a moment.
I realize anybody who's currently on isn't having that issue.
I know.
Yeah,
but if you know somebody, I'm going to throw the link into the Strike Group channel because we're just starting here. Eventually, we're going to have to probably make our own little channel for these podcasts.
We have our own channel for these podcasts. That's what we're talking on.
Oh, I meant in-game.
Yeah. Ooh, which brings us to something else, since I know Pi is either listening or watching. I hope both. Pi, we were talking about websites today, and that is a Darkthorne thing. So since I'm going to tell you I have no experience, well, I've made a gazillion websites, but I've never made a really good website. So since you guys really know what you're talking about.
Then Mom sees stuff I build and it's like, what'd you do?
Yeah. How'd you do that?
I don't remember
Can we do
anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, we could. I just got to remember how I did it.
Yeah, well, I had a lovely chat with somebody else in our fleet about helping me out on a different project. And once again, we have the awesomest fleet and the awesomest people in the awesomest fleet.
Mm-hmm. We're awesome. Thanks for asking.
But I think we kind of had a topic at hand, unless you've got something else to shout out for the day.
Oh, I got a lot of little topics and shout outs. Okay, our next little shout out thing is give me a moment to find the link again because, of course, me being all brilliant and all that, I closed the damn thing.
Of course you did.
But STO is pretty much our wonderful devs who we know somebody's a groupie for.
Who, me? Me? Just because
you being a groupie?
I am such a groupie. I prefer the term geek, thank you very much, but yes.
The geek. I almost want to go nerd.
No, not a nerd. Not a nerd. I'm a geek.
And, yeah, I guess so. After all, you know martial arts, you might kick my ass.
Yes, indeed.
Of course, I got size and strength, but that's...
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yeah, but I was lucky and got behind you in a dark room with a big baseball bat. I might get out of it okay. Though I don't think it's the martial arts that saved me there. Ooh, I see WC's locked on. Hey, strength and power don't have anything against cunning and um,
Yeah.
plotting. What was that line from Fried Green Tomatoes?
Uh,
You girls
oh,
have youth and beauty. I've got age and goods insurance.
and better
And better
insurance. Yeah.
insurance, right.
Uh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, as I'm answering Pi. Okay, now we have our. Of course, if anybody hasn't seen it, they can check it out. We have pretty much the next about 5 months of content.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
5, 6, 7 months. Sorry. Yes, Age of Discovery will be carrying on for at least until May next year.
Hey, if you sent me that link, I will put it up here so everyone can see it.
I will send you the link again.
Thank you. At least I think I'll have
Okay.
everyone seeing the link.
But anyway,
Indeed.
next month we will be having the Battle at the Binary Stars.
So
We have
hopefully
the
this will show.
Q Winter Wonderland, which will be happening in December with a Fekari ship,
Now,
which
I know they say
given that
Fekari, but isn't it Feklar in the series?
I'd have to look that up. Somebody find me tell you what, guys, project for you guys. Trivia contest here. Who can find us a YouTube point where they mention the Klingon demons and actually give us a good pronunciation? We know that they're called Fekari in the game, but are they called Fekari in Star Trek? Or are they called Fekari?
Obviously, you're
Or
not seeing the link here, but that's all right. We can still
yeah,
talk about it. I have no
no,
idea.
obviously not. I'm bouncing back and forth here as I do look stuff up.
WC says it's Feklar. That's what I thought. I remember Worf saying it, but when it's in the game, they're always saying Fekiri, and I'm wondering if that's another one of those lovely little copyright issues where, since that was owned by Paramount, but this game is licensed under a different issue that they have to get
CBS.
permission. Yeah, CBS,
CBS.
and they have to get permission to use the old stuff.
Because CBS got all the TV stuff, Paramount still has all the movie stuff, which makes no sense at times, but
Yeah,
because they're all the same company, but
yeah, they're not all the same company. They only look like they're the same company.
yeah.
And for those of you who don't know this, we're writing a book about Star Trek, a player's guide, which actually is getting really close to having this first volume ready to go, which is really nice.
Yeah, it really is. Just gotta go in, do some peanut gallery comments. Hoorah!
Well, the content's there. One of us has done her work. Hint,
Well,
hint.
somebody's been at work, so
Ooh. Let's
yeah.
see.
Kidding. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the well, technically I would still be under CBS because that was a TNG episode.
It was a TNG episode, but that wasn't owned by CBS. That was owned by Paramount, and under a
Is it?
different license. Yeah, it's not under CBS. That was one that was on the UPN before it was the UPN. But yeah,
No, TNG was syndicated.
yeah, syndicated.
TNG and DS9 were syndicated.
Mm-hmm.
Voyager was UPN. Enterprise was a mess. We'll just leave it at that.
Well,
Thank
TNG
you.
was syndicated, but it was syndicated through Paramount, and through what they were trying to put together as the Paramount Network.
Yeah, but also let us remember one other thing here.
Mm-hmm.
This was all before CBS was even in the picture.
Right. This is a long time ago.
Who knows how this got split out? Thank you for the link, Pi. Okay, the other point I'd like to throw out to you guys, and I've been throwing weird ideas out today. How would you like it if eventually, hopefully, when we get a bunch of listeners, we start doing like little game and Star Trek trivias and all that? Give you a question like, Let's see here. How many Andorians has Shran played? This counts for TV series and STO.
Are you talking Shran or Jeffrey Combs? Is it Jeffrey Combs?
Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs.
Yes.
How many
Andorians?
How many Andorians has Jeffrey Combs played? And I gave you an answer to, so you know it's at least one.
It's been a long
I just want a number.
time.
Just give me a number, and basically, hopefully, we can get people donating prizes, and we'll just give prizes out and things like that. Pi, you are wrong.
Dum dum dum. I can think of 3, so I can see where that would be an answer.
You can think. Yeah, I can think of. Yeah. As far as I know, I think you only did 2 though.
That's a really good question. And that is why the mom has the laptop here.
Mom can go look this up. I'm betting that he only played Shran, and now in STO, Shran's descendant. Though it would be pretty awesome if we had a later descendant in the 25th century. Though technically... Okay. Warding.
Oh man, he doesn't look like himself. That's so bizarre.
I know. Warning. Spoilery content ahead. Close your ears if you don't want to hear this.
Okay, Jeffrey Combs has played 8 characters in Star Trek.
Oh, I know he's played 8 characters. I asked how many Andorians he played.
Brunt, Wayuns 4 and 8, Shran, Tehran, Kevin Mulcahy, Penk, Krem, and a holosuite guest. So in Andorians, it just looks like Shran.
And Shran's descendant in STO, I said it. STO and the series, so. So technically, he's only played 2 Andorians. Anyway.
Okay. Wow, I was thinking of 3.
Yeah.
Ooh,
but anyway.
Look who's there.
Anyway, spoilery content. You realize that they said everybody who got hit with that weapon, and Shran was in that battle, got sent forward to this time. So technically, we might see more Shran in the upcoming Discovery content.
That would be awesome.
Which would be Shran in the 25th century. Pigskins beware.
Does that mean he'll meet our current Andorian? Our awesome Andorian?
That might be possible.
That would be cool.
That would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be.
I mean, I'm just throwing out rumors right now. I mean, I have no clue. I have no clue what they're planning. I mean, the fact that they gave us like 7 months of roadmap of upcoming content is amazing.
I know. So actually, I did pull up that page since you were talking about it. So November is the Battle at the Binary Stars legendary event. I don't know what legendary event means, but okay, we've got a legendary event.
I don't know either. Maybe it's something like on this legendary event thing. Maybe it is. Wait, experience the legendary event. Maybe it's just because that was like the big thing that kicked off the entire series.
Oh, and we get to just kind of sit in on it.
Right.
Okay. Then we have the Winter Wonderland, which will be December.
Q loves all the little creatures, even you. Turn me into something good this time, Q, damn it.
Age of Discovery Part 2. And that will be the release. Go ahead.
They also said... Yeah, that'll be the anniversary. Yeah, that'll be the next little, I guess, mini little arc of episodes, a couple more.
Yep, and then February looks really interesting with the Pavo Dissension, a, quote, thrilling new epic event. Yeah, I have no idea what that's going to be, but maybe that's going to...
You need to watch a series that will answer at least some of the questions. Not all of them, just a little bit.
I'm just curious if this is going to be an event akin to like Crystal and Catastrophe and Sampic Arena.
Well, it was a pretty good episode. It focused on Saru.
On who?
If the picture, Saru, Doug Jones' character, the alien. It wasn't really focused as much on Burnham.
Okay, good. At least they've got an actor then, or actress.
Yeah.
Somebody who knows how to act. Okay, March is the Personal Endeavors system, so obviously we're adding something new to it, which might be fun. Hopefully I'll have all of my tunes.
New ways to advance. Who Yeah, I guess they're revamping how you advance in there. I don't know. We'll get it figured out.
Well, that gives me 6 months to finally finish all of the tunes, all of the missions, all of the ships, all of the admiralty, all of the reputation. What did I miss in there? And get the colonies up to speed.
Yep. By the way, everybody, I know for a fact we can spool stuff up in the colony worlds if you need to dump marks. The Marine fleet has all. We can spool up about anything in there. We can use. Mom and I are doing the work there. We can use any help we can get.
And let me give one more update here. The April and May, we have a limited engagement TFO event in April. No details. And Age of Discovery Part 3 in May. So it doesn't look like there's a new season coming out. It just looks like this Age of Discovery is going to spread out kind of through...
well, this Age of Discovery, the way I see it, technically is the season. It's just they're breaking up in pieces.
Right.
Which should still be fun.
Yes, it will.
Now, the thing I'm curious about, and people are going, oh, no, I'm looking at this, that's actually artwork. I don't know if it's CGI'd or not. I'm curious about that Constitution skin that they're showing for the personal endeavors. I have no clue. Maybe will it be a tier 6? Will it be another tier 6 ship? Will it be a Zen Store ship? What?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. But let's be honest. I'm going to go into a brief examination ranting point here.
Okay.
I've looked at, if you've seen the pictures of the Enterprise or the sequence of the Enterprise in the last part of Season 1 of Discovery.
No, I haven't.
I'll find that for you. It's not going to be any big spoilers.
Okay.
There's nothing you really see. I'll find the sequence for you. Or somebody else can. If somebody can post a link up for the Enterprise appearing in the last episode of Discovery for Mom so she can see it. I mean, I know she's probably seen pictures. There's one on the whole thing, but the thing I like about the design, to me, I'm looking at this, it makes the whole refit design of the Enterprise that we got for the motion picture.
Mm-hmm.
And Discovery's a visual reboot, so things visually will change a little bit. Content, the story that from the original series and all that is the same, but technically, if we were to watch it through how Discovery does it, it would look a little different. But the way they redesigned the Enterprise for Discovery, I don't know who actually did the design exactly. There's been all sorts of points that they had to legally change.
Yeah.
Don't have to legally do it, but the design to me makes a little more sense when you look at it and then you look at the refit Enterprise, the movie version of Kirk's ship. The refit, the design they have for Discovery kind of makes the refit look like it makes more sense. Because if you remember, it's just me ranting, by the way. I'll get off my soapbox in a moment. If you look at the original series and then you look at the refit Enterprise, they are radically different ships.
Yes, they are.
I mean, the hull doesn't even follow the same lines. It's not like we slapped on some nacelles and redid the saucer a bit. No, we redesigned the saucer completely with more curves and looking good. We redesigned the lower section to look really good.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you can, they had a budget, why not? They did not have a budget in the original series, so at least now they can do that.
Technically, didn't have a ton of a budget for the original one. The design was actually supposed to be for a Phase 2 series, and they changed it a lot for the movie.
Right, yes. The Phase 2 series kind of morphed into a bunch of other stuff, and...
a lot of the scripts some of the scripts came into Season 1 of TNG, how Riker and Troy were basically lifted from Decker and what's her face?
Yes.
I cannot remember her name right now. The Delton character.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the actress's name, Perseus Kambata. Rest in peace. But I don't. Ilea.
Oh yes.
It came to me. My brain works. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. finding some images from Mom while we're playing around here.
Well, we were discussing earlier today the winter event, or maybe it was last night, and people having some issues with doing the daily race. They weren't able to do it. They kept going off the track or were having problems. Ed posted one of his tunes doing the race, but I think as soon as Winter Wonderland starts, we'll get some new videos up with some how-to tutorials going.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things when you do the Winter Wonderland. If somehow you get your ice boots on, take them off. You will be completely out of control.
The only good thing about the ice boots is going ice skating, and I love ice skating.
I love that.
I wish
Jump around.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish they would make it bigger and make an event out of it.
Yep.
Just for fun. Maybe we should have our Christmas party there for the fleet, and we'll have an ice skating championship.
I really wish, in my headcanon, he was just transforming part of Andoria when he does that.
Yeah, for all we know, he has. We have no idea.
We have no idea where the Winter Wonderland is.
I wish it was available throughout the rest of the year as it is with Ryza, just so we can go there.
Yep.
Because everyone hangs out on Ryza year-round.
Well, I know. I mean, I even got characters who hang out on Ryza. I got people who are...
You got people
who I know in this game on Ryza. I have peeps out there.
I like Ryza. Obviously, I like Ryza.
Obviously. Okay, Mom, I found a profile view of the... This is fandom, mind you, to a degree, but this is the Discovery version of the Enterprise. I'm going to post that to you so you can get a look at it.
Okay. Yes, I will figure out next time how to post our links so you guys can see everything that's coming up.
Well, if anybody else wants to see this profile view, I will put it into the Scroid group chat, as I know most of our people are in that fleet now, so
that's
enjoy
a beautiful
that.
one. But you notice the Aztecing on this one, which was not on the original?
Yep. Right.
Beautiful.
But again, visual reboot, you look at the lines on it too. It has more, like I said, the lines on the hull and all that fit more the refit a bit better.
Yep, they do.
The pylons. I do like the design in general, like I said.
It is pretty.
I'll find an official image here in a moment. Here, I'll find a good size official image here from the actual series. It's decent enough. This is out of the series with its overlay developed lighting. As soon as it comes up, of course it doesn't want to come up.
Of course not.
Of course not. That would make sense. Posting that up in chat now for everybody.
I'm going to go completely off topic. My office faces out onto a street in our town, and some idiot is driving down the street towards the house with their brights on. Just glare in my windows.
Links sent for the actual in on-screen image.
Mm-hmm. I see it.
Well, like I said, to me, compared to how they did the refit, it looks like they did something right. It actually makes the refit look a little more possible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty close. I'm not seeing a lot of difference except possibly on the lights, because you can't really see it from the picture.
Yeah.
On the nacelles.
Yeah, the shuttle bay's a little long. The nacelles are lit, which is not...
Well, you can't tell from that image if the nacelles are lit or not, because it's a profile.
Oh, the second one I sent you can, because there's an angle on it.
Exeter class?
I sent you a second image into your Skype.
Yes, no, I got it. I got it. Who cares? Posted a statement. Looks a bit like Exeter class.
Now make me look at... Now I'm looking at 202 ships. Thank you for that. Yeah, it does look a little bit like that. I know when people were getting the T6s, they actually did some TOS. They put some parts together and made it kind of work. Anyway, okay, now we've gone through all the game stuff and the little tangents there.
You're right, WC. It does look very much like it. Differences obviously in the main saucer, but the nacelles
Yeah.
and the engineering portion are very similar. So is the shuttle bay.
Yep.
So I'm sorry,
Of
before
course.
I so rudely interrupted you, you were saying.
I was saying I was going off my tangent before
Yes.
you interrupted with another tangent. A tangent and a tangent. Boy, Deadpool's really having fun now.
Indeed. So we actually were going to talk about upgrades this weekend because it's an
Yes,
upgrade
we were.
weekend. As I pointed
Yes, it
out,
is.
it's an upgrade weekend because last weekend was the lithium weekend.
Yep. This week is the last day of our upgrade weekend, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, till like 10 a.m. tomorrow. And before we go on, let's see what's coming up for the week.
I mean, the dreaded point is I really don't have anything that I want to upgrade.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do upgrades, I want to do it on my final weapons, you know?
So we don't see anything posted for the 25th through the 29th. But next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the 30th, 31st, and the 1st, we have Hearts and Minds, which is our little adventure over. It's not in Drozana. Where is that? Donatu?
Actually,
Donatu.
yeah. You, if it works like last time, you hail Franklin Drake in your mission point. He'll send you there. You go there. Go kill. Well, no surprise. You go kill a ton of clones. You get your own little Vulcan clone to go with you.
Don't
and your
forget
duty officers.
put on your stupid exo uniform, not exo uniform, but EV uniform first, so you can do the
Or
or
if you have gas masks,
gas
you
masks.
don't need the Evo.
That's okay. I can wear my EV uniform. It's fairly nice, form-fitting, shapely. Yeah, my boff suffers and dies, but the heck with her. And then
I throw my buff in there all the time, but yeah.
and you can continue to build your crew of all Cybec clones.
Yes, it may take years, or you may have a really tiny crew, but you can have a crew of all Cybec all the time.
Yeah, I like it. Fine, if you're going to be
Hell.
that way about it, I'll be that way about it.
Now, if you're all going to be that way, I'm going to be that way. Of course, Mom's got the expensive Lobby one, but that's...
Well, yeah. Well, everybody's running around with their suits now. It's a fashion trend.
Now I have mine on there. I see what you all have done now.
We're looking pretty.
Of course, if I were really going to be a pain in the butt, I'm not going to do something like everybody else.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Retro!
Yeah, there is something about retro.
I'm going completely retro on your butts.
There we go. My Ryza uniform.
Anyway, yeah, I was going to say we got to go through the whole thing here, and I guess I'll look on Mom's screen off the video while we talk about this. We're going to give you a little crash course about upgrading and... Oh, what is it? What else is there to that? Oh, yes, upgrading and blah, blah. Blah, what is the word? Oh, we had a Wonder Woman around us. Ooh.
Oh, who is
Anyway,
that? There you go.
I'm guessing that person's trying to be Wonder Woman.
Titanium is that titanium? No, that is Karen.
Oh.
Okay.
I must make his own chat comment. I don't...
Go ahead.
Or local chat comment then. And I probably should go. I'm going to go do something here too. I'll put on my Thor outfit. Wish I had a hammer for this one.
Yes, I've turned off zone chat in my chat box.
Yeah, I threw it out. I threw it out onto the local chat thing. So, and I got a PM of thanks.
And she runs away from you.
She just
You're
beat out anyway.
scaring people away.
It is my job.
Well, you guys...
I must scare people because that is what I do.
I'm just impressed.
Anyway.
You guys have all these really interesting outfits. This is my only tune that's got more than 2 outfits.
So clearly some point in our upcoming broadcast, the episode's name will be "Let's Take Mom to the Tailor."
Oh, Lord.
Let's go to the tailor.
We don't need to. Let's
go
just
to
invite
the
Sav and she can do a
tailor.
fashion show.
Yeah, but yeah, only 2 outfits. Apparently she just admitted we only have 2.
I have 2 outfits. That's all I need. One for dress up and one for every day.
And then you look at me, I got different versions of every day and dress up.
Well,
I got retro gear that makes me look good.
once I find one I like, I keep it. Yes, 2 outfits. Isn't that enough?
No.
Okay, you guys
mean,
can do the fashion show with Sav. Look at this.
Here is my Halloween outfit, which shows up for everybody because my voice will go with that. And when we do that, but anyway.
Okay, I do have that dress for one of my tunes, but not this tune. I just don't like Kytians and dresses. It's the hairy legs thing, which I know is really weird, very human-centric of me, but that's the way I am. But I like the boots, or the shoes. That's cute.
But welcome to the fashion show.
Really. All right, back to business. We're talking about upgrades this weekend.
Yes, which means I guess we'll have to start with you. Open your upgrade window so we can show people how upgrades work.
I suspect
And this is going to be
these
a
people
very slow
knew how.
process.
Oh, these guys know how to do upgrades.
You're right. We don't need to discuss upgrades. It's upgrade weekend. Upgrade your stuff, re-engineer while you can, make it work because right now is the best point.
Well,
Find us some.
I think what you and I were talking about yesterday was some of these basic weapons upgrades. They're really expensive to use versus
They really are.
superiors and the experimentals, and then things like the Omega upgrades, which I love, and I'm down to mere 47. Now,
And the ones I really like using, probably the best thing besides Omega upgrades,
Phoenix.
Phoenix Tech.
Yeah, I didn't realize how many I went through this week, but I went through like 60 of them. I still have a few left, but not as many.
I really gotta go in after we're done, and I should update my Cardassian. I wish I could update my Discovery person, but when I do my Discovery updates, I'm not going to lie, I want to make sure I get some good sensor-linked phasers before I do that. Because if I upgrade I'm using the TOS phasers right now, and I don't want to use the TOS phasers because I'm flying the Nimitz Europa, whatever you want to call it. I'm flying that, and and for some reason I just want to make that as canon as I could. I don't know why. Obsessive, compulsive, crazy. I don't take your pick. But anyway, yeah, it's a good time to upgrade your stuff.
So, anyway, let's go in and see what I've got here. Oh, most of my stuff is upgraded on this tune, which is sad.
Yeah. Well, you're at Mark 14 on your ground stuff. Let's take a look at your ship.
On my ship, this one is my POS ship. Mostly 14s. I haven't bothered to upgrade any of this Bajoran stuff because I don't know that I'm going to keep it. I mean, I'll keep it because I've got it, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Is it that good? And I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's a fairly decent point. I mean, every set, quite honestly, has its advantages and disadvantages. There's no way around that.
This is true. But, I mean, how many sets of space sets can you have without starting to spend a fortune on storage space?
Oh, I know, and like I said, the other point that's been going on lately is, well, quite honestly, the other point going on lately with me is they talked me into it, and then eventually now I'm going to have to work every character to do this, but there's these mixed sets with various different parts and max points, and I did it on my Jemadar, and the freaking maneuverability boost is just it's like drugs. I swear.
Yeah.
I hit the point where I got the big speed and maneuverability boost, and then just because and Mom saw when I did it, it was insane. I hit evasive maneuvers on top of that just to see how quickly I can turn a cruiser.
Oh yeah,
How quick?
it was really
How quick was
impressive.
that?
It was impressive. But it's getting to the point if
Yes.
I'm going to start upgrading stuff. Yeah, sets are way cool, but sometimes mixed sets are better.
Yeah.
And if you upgrade everything and you spend a ton of money on it, so I've started to think, where do I best spend my money on the upgrades? What's the biggest bang for
Exactly.
the buck? For the buck. Obviously, the ultimate upgrades are totally cool, but they're really expensive because you only get one in every ring box.
And sometimes you get them in other things they do too, but yeah.
You get ultimate
Yeah.
upgrades and other things?
I thought they did it with R&D at one point, producing
Hmm.
something,
Okay, that could be. I've only seen them
but
in
they
ring
don't.
box, but
But yeah, the only time they regularly come up is the rings. Yeah.
yes, two sets of two
Yeah.
pieces. Yes. The things I found worth the upgrades the most are obviously the RCS for me.
By the way, you can probably get away with that with two little items: a polaric modulator,
Mm-hmm. Another thing that's not
and
on this set, but
yeah, I know. And then of course, you do your skill specialization for pilot. Make that your secondary because that gives you mine plus 40% turn rate.
nice when you're doing one of the big tankier ships, and it's really a huge help.
Yeah,
The Bajoran's
you
got
see.
nice maneuverability.
Yeah, I'm in an Odyssey right now,
How does it
and
handle?
then you've seen me in this Odyssey. How does it handle?
Well,
How
I've
do I
seen you, but
fly an
they haven't.
Yeah, they have.
Is that what we
I
did
that's what I
last
was
week?
using last time we were playing. Yeah.
No, no, yeah, but we weren't playing on live stream, so they haven't seen
Oh,
you.
well, they will see me soon enough. Because we'll do something tonight because we have to. It's kind of a thing. As we see people messaging Mom.
That's GT, if everybody remembers GT.
Yep.
I noticed he was on the other night and it was lovely to see him again. But yeah, one of the other things I've noticed has been really helpful has been upgrading some of my vulnerability locators.
Yeah, I've got all mine up to Mark 15.
Well, I found for the money, 14 was good enough. I don't know that I'd
Yeah,
get that much more out of going up to 15.
yeah, I'm looking at. As soon as you, I've been looking at your stuff here, and well, there's a lot of similarities to what I run on mine, to be very honest. But the only way I can show you what I run is if I screenshot myself. Because we can only stream one person at a time, and we don't know how to hand this off yet. We'll figure it out one day.
I scroll back
But yeah,
to
what
wherever
I
our
have on
link is.
what I have on mine, and I show this on our first live stream. I got like stuff like the polymorphic probe array, the crystal absorption matrix, the Voth phase decoy. Because what does it do? It ups my damage. I do have the plasmonic leech like you do. If you have Lobi, another thing I gotta get more of later, the tachyokinetic converter is a beautiful item. That ups your maneuverability a lot. Mine right now at a Mark 15, not epic, 35.6% turn rate bonus.
PMing and then live streaming somebody when you're PMing is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it's not overly personal, so.
Yeah.
Oops.
Any messages now should go to Darkthorne in game. Because then I'll just read it on the air and just make you embarrassed.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. So, as a noob, I would try to upgrade weapons because I thought
Yeah.
that was the most important thing. Then I realized I should upgrade my shields.
Actually, if you want more damage, the first thing you should upgrade, and I read this in more than one place, upgrade your vulnerability. Get the vulnerability locators from the fleet spire. Make sure they're the right energy type and upgrade them. That will give you the biggest boost initially that you can get. Then you upgrade the weapons. And technically, after you upgrade your locators and your weapons, you're killing stuff faster. The shields are a nice thing to do after that. The whole 9 yards. Now, Mom, I'm looking at your ship. I do have two things of advice I should give to you.
Well, before you give me advice, can you post the link so GT can see it for our channel one more time?
Sure.
Okay, and then you can give me it.
I would change your 2 aft weapons. You have a very maneuverable ship. I would change your 2 aft weapons to Omnis. That way you get because you can keep the nose of your ship on something for a long time.
I've got. Don't have
your aft weapons on. You're running 2 beam arrays.
Mm-hmm. But you said switch them to Omnis.
Yeah, I'd say switch them to Omnis, like the Ancient Omni and then the crafted one.
I don't know if I've got. That's my only Omni at the moment.
Yeah.
Got a kinetic.
Well, you have to craft. You'll have to craft. The kinetic's fine for now.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm not going to play this in much longer. I'm going to get my level 4 out of it.
Yeah. We'll run with you in a Tholian alert or something for a level 4. But you'll find, because you don't have a ton of points, you can at least keep more on. You have a little more forward firepower, and since you can keep the front of your ship pointed at something a lot longer than I can, I should actually switch out to beam arrays, to be very honest, but I haven't yet. Shame on me. Shame. Yeah, cruisers generally are good at broadsides. If you have an escort or some of the battle cruisers or something that has 3 arrays on the back, go with Omnis and try to keep as much forward firepower as you can.
Got it.
I think on my Romulan ship, actually, which is similar to the Interceptor in its loadout, I actually at one point was running dual beams on the front, but that's a lot harder flying.
Yeah. Well, this thing's got the maneuverability that you can do a shorter arc weapon up front, but with most of my ships, they're more tanks, and that's not an option.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like me, a tanky person. I like slugging it out with people. I'm going, you're going to hit me. Oh, of course you saw when a freaking dinosaur bit me, and with my Gorn, I bit him back. There's going to be a video of that one day. She has the footage, folks. She has the footage.
I can't type tonight, apparently.
Apparently, because you're typing Darkthorne Consortium and Stark Mom.
It is. Thank you.
Yes, I can see what I put the link up there. I mean, all
you
did.
Is freaking... Well, maybe he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, shame on you. You weren't paying attention to it.
Well, big question.
I put the stuff up there for you.
Hey, let's see if he's in the fleet lately, because he was gone for a while. Yeah, he's not in the fleet. He might not be seeing our chit chat.
He might not. Well, you'll have to copy the link and give it to him.
I did.
Huh? So you did.
I did.
Shows you how much I've been working all day. I can't read anymore, folks. Reading is
yeah, he's in the chat.
Yeah. I see you looking up. So technically, you should have seen the link.
We lost you there, Dark.
You lost me?
Yeah, you cut out. You should have seen the link. And welcome back, Mr. Tea Man. Did you bring us some tea, please? Did you roll the trolley up here to serve us our tea?
Is it tea time?
I've been watching a murder mystery series called Miss Fisher's Mysteries. And Miss Fisher's lady's maid winds up working at one point as a tea lady in a factory. And that's what I was thinking about, the tea trolleys. And it was filmed, at least in part, in Melbourne, Australia. and I have every intention of heading back over there one of these days just to go see all these places, because I was in Melbourne for a grand total of like 2 hours with a friend who lived outside of there. And we drove through at 6 in the morning, and she's going, okay, and this is where they did this, and this is where they did this. And oh, Patrick Stewart stayed here, and then we left. So I saw almost nothing of the town. Yes, Dot. Exactly, it's Dot.
But you saw where Patrick Stewart was at one point.
Yes, exactly.
And you're going, I will visit everywhere Patrick has been, and I will gain power.
Okay.
I will find a hair and make a Patrick Stewart doll.
I'm really bad, but I'm not. She's much worse than I am. Much worse than I am. I have a life. Okay,
Yes,
it coincides with his on occasion, but that's a different story.
But if he came up to you and would make it so.
He doesn't remember me anytime we've seen each other, but his wife does, so that's fine.
Oh. See, his keeper actually remembers you. That's good.
Yeah.
You have power over him now.
The last time I saw him, which was just about a year ago, her reaction at the end of the evening was, oh my God, you've changed your hair. Patrick, this is Kay. Remember her? And he's like, no. She's the martial arts school in Chicago. Remember we had lunch with her and her friend? No. That's okay. She remembered me, even if he didn't.
Well, we got to go with all the people he...
Exactly. He's got to meet hundreds of thousands every year. I'm sure she does too, but...
Not to that degree, yeah.
Yeah, not that many people with purple hair, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about upgrades. Bang for the buck, the relative cost, and I was basically thinking that the lower level upgrades, the greens, are basically not worth it, in my opinion, because of the dill cost involved.
Yeah.
And they have such a minimal effect.
And the general philosophy always is, if you can get Mark II items, if you're going to open lockboxes, you should have a really low-level character to open the boxes with, so you can get your gear at Mark II and upgrade the hell out of it.
Yeah, I just wish we could craft more things at level 2. Or get more things at level 2. Yeah. So many of the fun toys you can't get till they're level 12, and at that point, upgrading them gets expensive and painful.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you open anything as a higher level 12, and your best bet's an ultimate tech upgrade, and expensive.
Well, think about it. Let the devs know that we want to be able to craft some of this stuff.
I don't mind crafting at a level if that's the option. That's fine.
I don't even mind spending the money or the materials and everything in game to craft some of the more unique stuff. I would be very interested in doing that and being able to go from that basic level.
If you had a chance to craft Herald anti-proton beams for your character, in a heartbeat, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Even if it means sacrificing one to do it.
Yeah, I'd really like to craft more original stuff, because let's be honest, how many times can you go into your crafting and you go in here and go, oh yeah, I need some new beams, and I can do the same thing, and they're all level 12.
And while you're thinking, thank you for reminding me, I'm going to my R&D. I have to go make a couple, I have to make ATR 116, which means I have to make some coolant injectors.
But, you know, give us some options with this crafting. I love the idea of crafting rather than having to buy stuff or to get it out of lock boxes, but you could make it challenging. You know, I mean, you could make it where it's expensive enough and rare enough that people would have to work at it, but because it would be a little bit more than the same old, I would guarantee people would be willing to do it. People are investing a fair amount of money in opening boxes to get stuff. I think they'd be willing to invest money to get the supplies and the time needed.
Yep. Anyway, we should run a Tholian alert tonight.
We should do what tonight? Tholian RA? We can.
Tholian red alert, yeah, we should.
That would be fun. WC, I agree with you. Craft a standard anti-proton beam and unlock the ability to do a specialized beam. Yeah. For the
Yeah.
phasers with these integrity and what are the other two?
Sensor linked and
There's another one too.
emitter.
Emitter.
Emitter, sensor, and
Yeah,
integrity. Yeah.
that would be a lot of fun. There's so many excellent weapons out there that we can't necessarily access without spending money. Yes, I know technically you can, but let's be realistic. If you need to open 40 boxes to get one weapon out, that's in essence $40 or a heck of a lot of EC to get all those keys.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I'm not poor, but I don't want to spend all my EC on that because I have EC to spend on other things. And yes, it's a great idea. We should really cap out the night with the Tholian RA. But before we do that, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be putting something up on the Fleet website, which will give a daily listing of what projects at the beginning of the day are open and need marks and supplies. And it'll be Armada wide, so if you need to burn stuff, at least this will give you a heads up about it.
And remember, if you're donating stuff that to a fleet that you're not in, just keep track of it. A lot of us will honor that stuff when considering promotions and things like that.
Right, absolutely. The other thing is not every fleet accepts our fleet marks. We do accept it from other fleets. SFMC does, SGA does, OOB. I believe Only the Best also has a reciprocal fleet mark agreement with us.
It's a good thing to be able to do that.
It is. It was really nice today because SFMC needed some work done in the colony, and we had a lot of marks open. So a quick note into chat was, we've got this open and available. Go burn some marks. If there's a complaint we heard in chat and when we're looking to recruit people, it's the upper elites always take all the marks before we can get to them. I don't know if that's sour grapes in a lot of fleets or if that's really true. But at least this way everybody knows where everything is, and if they jump on first thing in the morning, they can take a look through everything.
Yeah, generally, I've learned since a lot of my promotions and I can queue up stuff. If I'm going to dump marks in, I'll queue up something quick to dump them in. I try not, or I will wait till like the end of the day, and if something still needs, and I'll dump marks in there because I do have characters who have a lot of excess in marks.
Yeah, I don't take marks anymore, or not fleet marks, I'll take other marks. Just because that does become an issue, and since I don't buy much stuff out of the fleet except for DOFs, no problems. But speaking of, this weekend I calculated I put about 2 million into the colonies across 5 different fleets.
And,
into lithium. Not in EC, but into lithium.
And then you just let me know, oh, we need some stuff here, okay. And I spent, for a character who has nothing, literally, I spent everything that character had to put stuff in the fleet.
Yep. But we're getting close on both the Klingons and the Feds to get to colony tier 5. OOB and SGA are almost, and SFMC are at tier 1.
Yeah,
tier
we're getting
1.
built up. Yeah, SFMC, we're working, the thing we're going to try doing, the thing that if you're going to listen to this and you're going to check this anyway, always check first the dilithium mine, because that will help every other project.
Right. And it'll help you too, because when you go to lithium mining, get the boost.
Exactly.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and wrap up tonight with the Tholian RA. Darkthorne and I have been talking about doing a live stream on a daily basis at different times so people can tune in based on where they are in the world.
Schedule permitting and things like that, of course.
Schedule permitting.
WC, you want to join us in this? We know you're listening.
If you're standing right in front of us.
Exactly.
Well, according to this, we've got 6 people watching, so GT, if you are listening, watching, if you'd like to join us.
Yeah, there is a chat point in this live stream on YouTube. Anybody wants in, just X up in game, and I will throw you in there. We got 2 more slots. We will run this all by ourselves if you want.
Yep.
Got another one?
Anything you got?
Yep.
Ooh, Neutrino, yay! Hi, Neutrino.
Yep.
And
And
Pie.
Pie.
Woohoo! Oh, this will be a fun team.
This is going to be a very brutal team. I feel sorry for the Tholians of Pie. I feel very sorry. I'm going to queue us up for a Tholian alert, guys. I don't even have to do much for this. I have to just go hit red alert, and we're going to jump in right there because we got 5 people.
There we go, everybody.
There we go.
And WC waves goodbye to ESD.
Yeah.
And hopefully I've set up this key. No, I haven't. F word. Oh, well.
Oops.
That's
we'll
okay.
keep them busy.
Oh, that's
We'll keep
okay.
them
I can
busy.
still
I'm in a
shoot at
tank.
things. This is not on a high level, so.
Yeah, it's just a red alert.
It would be nice to be able to set up your slots from the ground
Really
without
would.
having to get into space.
It'd be really nice the way they redid. They just like switch a thing back and forth, you know. Like I got space setups, I got ground setups for some characters.
That actually should be our next chit chat: is the keybinds, macros, all
Yeah,
that good
I gotta
stuff.
learn that. That's something I actually have to learn. All this time in the game, I've never learned macros and keybinds.
Well, I was chatting via mail with Ivo5 yesterday about how he's got his setup. And it's a little different from Ed's setup, so definitely would be something that's interesting.
Yep. But as you can kind of see here, this ship does kind of move for a big beast.
It does. As does Neutrino. Zip-zapping around there.
Neutrino's in a walker. That is a pretty quick ship. I'm in a freaking Odyssey flagship, so it's like
I have 3 boxes of tier 6 ships that I've never opened.
yeah, I got tons of stuff in.
Well, that was sweet, everybody.
Yeah. That was a brutal point. This is how we should do things. Complete and utter lack of mercy. Because we know mercy's for the weak is not for the weak.
Yes, when do the real enemies arrive? Because they sure as heck weren't there in Tholian space.
Yep.
So we will sign off with that, but a couple of last comments. Let us know what times and days are good for you for us to do broadcasts, and we'll try and come up with a schedule. And Darkthorne. Go ahead.
Also remember, folks, we actually do want, and we mentioned this last broadcast, I'll mention again, we do want to actually see your layouts. Because I'm sickly curious about how I can make mine better, and I know that everybody else can do. There's always room to improve anywhere.
Yes, and I'll have this set up so we can share images for next time. Possibly we'll figure out how to do screen share as well. But we are in Discord, and everybody, if you don't have the link to Discord, drop a note and we'll get it to you.
Yeah, we'll get you into the Discord channel.
Tuesday I work a lot, but I can do stuff, and we can set you up so you can do it.
You never saw Generations. You said, when do the real enemies arrive? I said, Tuesday?
Oh, Tuesday, that one. Yes. Oh, yeah, we were doing that joke the other day.
Yes, we were.
Okay. Hey, we could talk about Stowe Academy next time if you'd like to, WC. Let us know what a good day is for you. And we will be on when you're on. I know what your general schedule is.
The other point we can always do, if anybody ever wants to, if they want to join us to talk about something, let us know.
Yeah. Please. Please, please, please.
We'll do guests.
Yes. Absolutely. As I said, we'll try and set this up so one or both of us will be on, maybe not every day, but frequently. Going to try and get to at least 5 shows a week so you guys can get on. In the meantime, we need to get another, let's see, we have 17 subscribers right now. We need to get another 983. That's all. 983 more subscribers.
As we get more people subscribing, we will probably either overload the strike group chat or we'll start another channel to bring people in there.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
We'll get it figured out. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Invite your friends.
Yeah, really.
Invite your enemies.
Invite
Blackmail
everybody.
People. Hell, freaking reprogram your neighbor's computer so they have to watch it.
I asked my husband to subscribe, and he's like, sure. Oh, I'd have to join Google? No.
No, you just have to have a YouTube account.
Yeah, and he's like, no,
you don't
doing
need
that.
to go for a YouTube account.
He said no, but my son and his friend did. And of course, they're not listening tonight. I will go chastise them, except it's an hour later where he lives. Of course, he doesn't have to...
that's it. We just need 900 more people to go recruit and make.
Bribery.
Assimilate.
Really? We could do this. We could do this.
Yep.
I mean, people have got 1 million subscribers. How hard can it be to get 1,000, right? Right.
Right.
All right. Well, we're going to let you guys go. Have a great evening. And
enjoy.
I always enjoy. Take care. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll go out with our intro music.
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have